going to learn, what you are going to learn, what is the teaching scheme, what are the different practicals and all the things which we will be going throughout the semester, right? Let me share my screen with you. I hope my screen is visible, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So this is what the syllabus of core Java. This is the new core Java syllabus which has been introduced. Initially, there was different syllabus, but now GTU has updated the syllabus for core Java. Technically speaking, this is the first object-oriented programming language you are learning in your career, and that's why GTU says that it does not require any prerequisite officially. But according to me, if you say this requires prerequisite, that is the base for programming language. What are functions? What are arrays? What are variables? What are prototypes? What are return types? Everything which you have learned, the technical aspect, the concepts which you have learned in C and data structure, all the things are needed for sure, right? But as far as OOP is concerned, it does not require any base, because we are starting the object oriented concept and discussion from this semester, right? So as the teaching sims case says, we will be meeting 4 hours in a week, so 4 sessions will be there in a week, and we will be meeting once in a week for the lab session. Now, as you know that officially we were having lab of 2 hours if it was a physical mode of learning, but from this semester your lab sessions has been reduced to 1 hour only. So in every lab we will be meeting once for 1 hour only. So what we expect as a faculty, guys, because in every lab, every batch will be meeting only one time in a week. So we can explain the logic, we can explain the program, we can explain the concept in 1 week, in 1 hour. But now there will be more responsibility on your side as to implement that particular program by your own whenever you get time. Because see, if it was in accord as it was for the last semester that we are having lab of 2 hours, then we can discuss it for 1 hour, then I can get, or the faculty can solve the errors from the student, because we are having 2 hours at a stretch to discuss the programs and the concepts, right? But now we will be having only 1 hour lab session where we will be delivering you whatever you have to do, all the help whichever is needed from our side, and then you have to finish the task as and when you will be getting time. Yes, of course, all the labs, wherever you want, you are free to discuss, free to ask the doubts. So 4 hours per week, 4 hours for lectures per week, and 1 hour lab session for every batch. Total 5 credits. You will be having 70 marks of GTU paper, 30 marks of mid semester. This is as usual. You will be having 30 marks of Viva and 20 marks of term work. Whatever programs you will be submitting, that will be the part of your 20 marks. That is your term work, right? Now, as you see, I already told you that, see, OOP is a concept. It is a broad concept, and this concept has been implemented by many languages, right? Nowadays you might have heard about many languages like .NET, Java, C++, Python, right? Android. These all are the languages. Android is actually a platform, but see, all are these things are actually working on OOP concept, that is object oriented programming. So the subject is object oriented programming, and this concept, this base, we are learning through Java language, right? Is it okay? So this is what all about Java. but actually we are learning object oriented programming. The same concepts are implemented in C++ also, same concepts are implemented in Python also, but of course as the language changes, the syntax changes, and the way in which it approaches to that concept will be changed, of course, right? So it is something like English and Gujarati and every language has its own set of standards, but every language is used for communication. Similarly, this is object-oriented programming is a concept which is implemented through one language object, that is Java. So we will be learning what Java is, how Java works, what are the advantages of Java, and if you want to implement Java programming, what you need in your machine, how to install it, from where you can install it. So all these things will be doing. And as it is a language, you have learned C language, right? You have learned C, and you know that in C you have variables, you have data types, you have primitive data types, you have non-primitive data types, you have operators, everything you are having. You are having functions, you are having header files, all these things you are having. Similarly, as Java is also a programming language, it will be having its own set of operators, methods, functions, different kinds of syntaxes, compiling, everything. In C, you know, right? In C, you know that C is a procedural oriented programming where you are creating different functions to perform your different tasks. Similarly, this Java will have its own approach to follow or to complete a particular task. Clear? But C and Java are totally different way, but both are language, both are having its own set of standards, that is syntaxes and everything. But the way how both these approach will be is totally different. So there are, you can say, many units starting from the introduction, and every topic has been divided into different units. Methods and array, this term is also known to you. What are methods in C, what are arrays in C? Selection, mathematical operation, loops, this also you know, right? What are for loop, while loop, do while loop, everything has been done in C. But how it is different in Java, we are going to learn it. Then this is what actually the new things which Java introduces to you. This was not there in C. Object and classes, this is actually the heart of heart of object oriented programming, object and classes. So this is from where your actual object oriented approach starts. Then you have different terminologies like how to think like an object, how to handle the exception. You might be unaware about this term and everything goes bouncer right now. That's absolutely fine, right? We all will be learning this, but if we have discussed sometimes, it will be there in your mind. Okay. So along with the basics, till this there will be a base for Java. Till this there will be a base for Java. Now comes the UI. UI means we all are aware about UI. What is a UI? Or rather we can say GUI, graphical user interface. We have buttons, we have labels, we have checkbox. We all are using different websites and apps, right? We just nowadays we just click and everything will be done at the back end. ठीक है? So क्या होता है, आप क्लिक करते हो कोई भी कंपोनेंट पे, आप बटन पे क्लिक करते हो, सबमिट हो जाता है, आप चेक बॉक्स पे क्लिक करते हो, आपका ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट हो जाता है. तो ये क्या होता है, इसको बोलते हैं UI, GUI, दैट इज ग्राफिकल यूजर इंटरफेस. आपको कुछ लिखना नहीं पड़ता, सिर्फ आप बाय क्लिकिंग ओनली एंड बाय जस्ट looking at to your screen, your job will be done. ठीक है? So this is called a UI, and how to implement this UI? There are multiple ways in Java also to implement such UI component. यहाँ पे आपने टेक्स्ट बॉक्स रखा, फिर बटन रखा, फिर ऑप्शन बटन रखा, फिर सबमिट बटन रखा, ये सब रखा आपने. जहाँ पे हम कोई भी एक वेबसाइट देखते हैं तो हमें बहुत सारे कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं, चेक बॉक्स होते हैं, ये बटन्स होते हैं. ठीक है? तो ये आपका UI कंपोनेंट हुआ. तो ऐसी प्रोग्रामिंग कैसे करें कि हम बटन रखें और जैसे ही बटन पे क्लिक करें हमारा काम हो जाए, ठीक है। तो ये सब यूआई का पार्ट हुआ। तो जावा ये भी हमें सिखाता है, ये सब्जेक्ट इज, this subject is teaching us that too also, that if I want to implement such kind of application where I have different UI components with me and I can do my different tasks, so how to do it? So that is done with the help of Java FX technology, right? Java FX technology, what is that and how it is working, everything we will be learning as and when our subject will progress. But this is what short description that what we are actually going to focus. Then comes the file handling. You might have learned file handling in C, that whatever I write, see, आप कुछ भी C प्रोग्राम करते हो तो हेलो वर्ड लिखते हो तो कहाँ पे आता है आउटपुट? आपका आउटपुट आता है स्क्रीन पे, लेकिन मुझे स्क्रीन पे नहीं चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए कि मेरा आउटपुट जाए कोई फाइल में, ठीक है। तो ये क्या हो गया? प्रोग्राम और एक फाइल का इंटरेक्शन हो गया, तो इसको बोलते हैं फाइल हैंडलिंग प्रोग्राम्स। इंस्टेड ऑफ getting the instead of showing the output to your screen, you are writing to the file, that is similarly आप यूजर से इनपुट लेते हो, कोई आप बोलते हो कि एंटर नंबर फॉर एडिशन, राइट? तो आप यहाँ कीबोर्ड से डालते हो, जो भी कीबोर्ड से नंबर डाला वो प्रोग्राम ने लिया और फिर एडिशन किया। लेकिन मुझे यूजर के पास से नहीं लेना, कीबोर्ड से नहीं लेना, मुझे कहाँ से लेना है? मुझे एक फाइल में पड़ा है मेरा नंबर, वो मुझे चाहिए, मुझे पहले रीड करना है, फिर मैं रीड करके उन दो नंबर्स का एडिशन करके मुझे वापस फाइल में रखना है। तो ये क्या हो गया? पूरा फाइल हैंडलिंग। आप फाइल में से डेटा रीड कर सकते हो, आप फाइल में डेटा राइट कर सकते हो, ये कोई भी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज से हो सकता है। लेकिन हाउ जावा हेल्प्स टू डू सच काइंड ऑफ फाइल हैंडलिंग टास्क, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू learn. So this is called binary IO recursion. So everything IO related stuff we will be doing. Then these are also something known to you, that is queues and stacks and priority queue. You all have learned in data structure, right? So how C में तो आपने डेटा स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ा कि आपको एक स्ट्रक्चर बनाना पड़ेगा, स्ट्रक्ट नोड बनाना पड़ेगा, वो नोड वैल्यू लेगा और नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट का एड्रेस स्टोर करेगा। तो आपने एक नोड बनाया, एक स्ट्रक्चर बनाया, एक लिंक लिस्ट बनाया, ठीक है। लेकिन जावा कैसे करता है ये? वो जो हमने सीखा वो सी ने सीखा कि सी अगर लिंक लिस्ट एक कंसेप्ट हुआ, स्टैक एक कंसेप्ट हुआ, वो कंसेप्ट को सी अलग तरीके से इंप्लीमेंट करेगा, जावा अलग तरीके से इंप्लीमेंट करेगा, ठीक है। तो अब तक सी का हमने सीख लिया कि सी में अगर मुझे स्टैक इंप्लीमेंट करना है तो आई हैव टू यूज एरे, आई कैन ऑल्सो यूज लिंक लिस्ट, right? Similarly, if I want to implement stack, if I want to implement queue in Java, how to do it? Clear? So that we are going to learn. Stat and map, ये भी एक kind का data structure. This is also one kind of a data structure where you are organizing a data in a particular way. Stack में क्या है organize? Stack में क्या होता है, हम कैसे organize करते हैं? Last in first out. क्यू में फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट। सिमिलरली सेट और मैप का एक और कंस्ट्रेंट। ट्री में क्या होता है? ट्री में क्या होता है? एक रूट नोड होता है, एक लेफ्ट चाइल्ड होता है, एक राइट चाइल्ड होता है। सिमिलरली सेट एंड मैप हैज आल्सो इट्स ओन वे ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग योर डेटा। एंड देन द लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट इट कम्स द कॉन्करेंसी। ये बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज है जावा में जो सी में नहीं था। क्या है कि मेरे पास अगर दो फंक्शन है, एडिशन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन, आपने सी में बनाया, एडिशन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन ये दो फंक्शन आपने सी में, सिंपल सी में बनाए, तो क्या होगा? एडिशन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन दोनों जो है वो बारी बारी एग्जीक्यूट होगा। बारी बारी मतलब पहले एडिशन होगा फिर मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा। दिस इज कॉल्ड सीरियल एग्जीक्यूशन। लेकिन जावा में क्या हो सकता है, इफ वी वांट कि मान लो एडिशन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन में कोई रिलेशन ही नहीं है, एडिशन भी कोई दो नंबर ऐड कर रहा है और मल्टीप्लिकेशन जो है वो कोई और दो नंबर मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा है, मतलब देयर इज नो रिलेशन, देयर इज नो डिपेंडेंसी बिटवीन एडिशन फंक्शन एंड मल्टीप्लिकेशन। तो मैं एक के बाद एक क्यों करूं? इट इज बेटर कि मैं एक साथ दोनों को एग्जीक्यूट कर दूं, तो आधे टाइम में मुझे दोनों का रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। दिस इज कॉल्ड कॉन्करेंसी। सो दिस इज व्हाट जावा सपोर्ट्स एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द advantage of Java, that it supports concurrency. This is implemented with the help of concept called थ्रेड्स। आप ये थ्रेड वाला कंसेप्ट आप ओएस में भी पढ़ोगे, जब ये 4th सेमेस्टर में ओएस सब्जेक्ट आएगा उसमें भी पढ़ोगे और जावा में भी पढ़ोगे, बट कंसेप्ट इज सेम, बट हियर आप प्रोग्रामिंग की तरीके से पढ़ोगे, उसमें थियोरिटिकल तरीके से पढ़ोगे ओएस में। सो दिस इज व्हाट ऑल अबाउट the Java programming language, starting from the basics, syntaxes, standards, to some UI driven programming, some application where you are having different UI components, that along with file reading writing, that is binary, then some data structures, all the things are together. We are learning in the form of one single subject. So this particular subject is helping you to make your so many things clear, so many things, but provided you pay attention, you be sincere, you be regular, you be attentive throughout the session, and wherever you get time, you invest time in practicing this language. See, this language is so important and so useful that this can give you a job. See, there are some subjects which can help you to clear the concept. There are some subjects which is helping you to make to get good opportunities in research, right? But some subjects in your engineering career of 8 semesters, there are some subjects which can give you direct job. If you are good at that particular subject, you will be easily you will be getting the job on that particular subject. Java is one of them. Java is one of them. So have all the concepts clear here. Krish, just a minute, let me finish myself and then I will be answering your question. So this subject, very, very important, but I want that before moving forward to this subject, you should have the basic programming concepts clear, like what is function, what is variable, what are data types, because unless and until you don't have the basics, the alphabets clear with you, if you don't know 26 alphabets, it will be very difficult for you to make word and sentences. So this week we will be learning the alphabets only. Alphabets means what are variables, what are functions, what are data types, and once you all are aware, once you all are clear with the alphabets, 26 alphabets of English, now you will be ready to move, ready to uh, construct spellings for a word and even sentences, right? See, this online mode of learning has advantages also and few disadvantages also. And one of them is what? Even we are 100% giving ourselves, making you, we are giving you all the things we can give you from here. We cannot see you. We cannot tell that actually what you are doing. Now it is the responsibility on your shoulders to help yourself. You have to be honest enough. Just by joining the link and doing something else, sitting in the shop and doing your job will not help you out. Online has the advantage, online mode has disadvantage also. So first promise you have to give, at least for this subject I expect, you have to promise yourself that I will be attentive. I will be very, very regular and sincere for the subject. Whichever task has been assigned to you, whichever discussion has been done here, I will 100% give my efforts to make this clear. Okay? So please promise yourself, positively promise yourself. And this subject is very, very easy, very, very important to learn. But the only thing is it needs your attention. It is not something that you can read it on the on the previous day of exam and you can clear it. This is a programming language. This is not a theoretical subject which you can mug it up for a day and just vomit it on the day of exam and that's it, you will be passed. No. Fine? Okay, so the Krish is asking something. Do we need to code like HTML for button, or if there is something where we can just pick and paste in editor? See, Krish, actually you have raised a very good question. Actually, you might be knowing about two languages, two broad language. Initially, nowadays you will be having ample of languages and editors, but initially, if we just differentiate, we have two different set of languages, Java and .NET. Right? .NET is a Microsoft product where you are having Microsoft product means it is not an open source. It is having, you can only work with Windows. You cannot install that .NET in any other operating system. So that .NET was giving you the facility where you are dragging the button and putting where you want to put on your screen, and your job was done. This is called drag and drop technology. So .NET was giving that. But initially it was known that in Java we don't have drag and drop. We don't have drag and drop. Everything, whatever we do, we have to code it. We have to type it. Right? And that's why Java programmers are in high demand, because Java programming was not everyone's cup of tea. You need a good logic, you need a good programming thinking skill to be a Java developer. Because .NET developer was not a big deal. You just have to drag and drop and your job will be done. Fine. But that was initial. But nowadays there are so many editors available in Java also where you can drag and drop the things. But as far as your syllabus is concerned, we will be having the coding part only. Whatever we will be doing, that is with the help of coding. If I want to put a button in my area or on my page, it's not a HTML page because we are not doing any kind of web-based application. We will be only doing desktop application. So no need of server and websites and nothing. We'll be having a simple desktop application because it is a core subject and it is an introductory level thing. These are not the advanced things. In syllabus, there is no advancement. It is just a base. Right? So we'll be having a desktop application, and if I want to create button, if I want to create text box, if I want to create the radio button, we will be just coding it. We will be typing it, and once we compile that particular thing, it will be seeing up in the our screen. So it is just like a simple Java program as a simple C program which you are having. C program में आप क्या करते थे? आप सी प्रोग्राम लिखते थे, फिर उसको कंपाइल करते थे, उसको एग्जीक्यूट करते थे, आउटपुट आ जाता था. सिमिलरली इन जावा ऑल्सो अभी हमारे सिलेबस में कितना है कि हम जावा का कोड लिखेंगे, कंपाइल करेंगे, उसको रन करेंगे, जैसे ही रन करेंगे हमें आउटपुट आ जाएगा. और ये जो हमने यूआई का बोला है, आपने बोला कि बटन और एवरीथिंग, इसका भी हम कोड लिखेंगे. हम लिखेंगे कि मुझे यहाँ पे बटन चाहिए. जैसे ही आप बटन लिखोगे, आपका प्रोग्राम सेव करोगे, कंपाइल करोगे, रन करोगे, जहां पे आपने बटन रखा है आपका बटन आ जाएगा. लेकिन योर क्वेश्चन इज वेरी जेन्युइन एंड वेरी अप्रोप्रिएट. हमारे सिलेबस में इतना है, लेकिन यस देयर आर एडवांस एडिटर्स वेयर यू कैन ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप. आपने नेटबीन्स और ये सब सुना होगा, ठीक है? तो ये इतने सारे एडवांस एडिटर्स आते हैं कि आप जावा में भी ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप कर सकते हो. लेकिन ओरिजिनली Java programming is not for drag and drop. It was for full hardcore programming. So Java developers are much more programmatically strong compared to .NET developer. ठीक है? Krish, I think I have justified my answer. Great. Okay. Is there anyone facing any query? I'm not going to start today with the session. What technical discussion. We'll be having a generic discussion only because I also wanted to be familiar with you all. I want to get maximum queries and discussion with you. I want to be comfortable with you all. And from the next session, we will be starting with the C discussion also. C में आपने क्या सीखा? और क्योंकि बहुत सारे बेसिक्स ऐसे हैं जो अभी भी देयर आर कंपनीज हु आस्क सी क्वेश्चंस इन इंटरव्यूज, राइट? तो थोड़े बहुत क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हैं. आई ट्राई माय लेवल बेस्ट कि मैं जितने हो सके उतने कवर कर सकूं ये रिवीजन वीक में. Which IDE do we pick for Java learning? Whether online compiler is good for See, online that will be fine. If अभी आपके सेमेस्टर के लिए ऑनलाइन भी चलेगा, सिंपल नोटपैड भी चलेगा, अगर आपने सिंपल नोटपैड है और कुछ कोई भी एडिटर नहीं है तो भी चलेगा। और अगर आपको एडिटर चाहिए ही, देन व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन यूज इक्लिप्स और नेटबीन्स। ये दो एडिटर है जो बहुत पॉपुलर है, और लर्निंग पर्पज में इक्लिप्स और आई प्रेफर नेटबीन्स, बिकॉज वॉट एवर आई विल बी डूइंग आई विल बी शोइंग इट टू यू, दैट विल बी ऑन नेटबीन्स. So I'll prefer NetBeans 8.2, specifically NetBeans 8.2. And these all, see, the good thing about Java is whatever you have related to Java, that will be free, open source. So even NetBeans will be free. NetBeans 8.2. So I'll be showing in the lab session, I will be showing you from where you can download it and how we can work with the editor. But even if you're not having the editor with you, then also it's fine. You can even have HTML, CSS, and Java is also a good combination to build a website. Yes, it is through JSP. You might have, yes, Milan is asking HTML, CSS. See, these are front end. HTML, CSS, you are just garnishing your web page. It's something like you are CSS and everything, you are garnishing it, you are making it much more beautiful, right? But internally at the server side, you will be learning different subjects in the later semesters for website development. There are many things, but yes, in Java also you can create, and that these are called JSPs, Java server pages. JavaScript is front end. JavaScript is front end to do validation, client side validation. Yes, these all are different terms, Krish. Node.js, and these are, you might have heard about Spring, you might have heard about Hibernate, Studs. These all are the frameworks based on Java. But our syllabus is limited to, don't worry about this, so many things. Once you are comfortable with Java, you can explore all the frameworks which Java supports. And if you really want to explore yourself as a good programmer, Java is the best language to start with. Superb language to start with. Even if you want to learn Android, I'm giving you one more tip. Those who want to make their career in Android programming, app development, right? For that also you need Java, because what is Android? Android is your mobile OS, which is made up of Linux plus Java, Linux and Java. So you need base for Java for Android programming also. So there are two major careers after learning this particular subject, that is, you can be comfortable with Android programming and you can explore your career in Java frameworks also. But to have that frameworks, you should be very, very profound in Java. And this subject is helping you to do that. But one thing you keep in mind, guys, we have a limited time frame. We have online mode of learning. I have limitation as a faculty to interact with you. I have less time. I have a limited time. I have so many students to entertain with, right? So you have to work for you. Give at least 1 or 2 hours. See, you are just starting your engineering career from now, right? You are having ample of time with you. At least make a habit of, in whichever language, I'm not saying only Java, in whichever language you want to develop yourself, in whichever domain you want to explore yourself, just give at least 1 or 2 hours daily. And see, now we are having only 4 hours. If it was a physical mode of learning, there were 6 hours of sessions. one hour आने का जाने का ये आप करो तो 8 घंटा ऑलमोस्ट आपका चला जाता है कॉलेज में, ठीक है? आने का 1 घंटा, आप पहले आने की तैयारी करो, फिर कॉलेज में 6 घंटा रहो, फिर घर जाओ, घर पहुंचो, 8-9 घंटे ऐसे ही आपके कॉलेज में चले जाते हैं। अभी क्या होता है, आप घर पे हो, ठीक है, और आपका एकेडमिक्स कितना है, सिर्फ 4 घंटे। So you have at least 3 hours spare, 3 to 4 hours spare with you. Utilize it. 1 घंटा आपके जो सेशंस हुए पूरे दिन में उसका रिवीजन करो, जो आगे पढ़ाने वाले हैं उसका देख लो एक बार, जो आपको जो पसंद है उस लैंग्वेज में एक्सप्लोर करो। मान लो कि जावा में इतना ही है, we have this limited syllabus, right? But you are interested in Java, you want to focus it more. So syllabus में नहीं है, ठीक है, लेकिन आप पढ़ तो सकते हो. Now you are having mobiles with you, you have having 24 hours internet with you. Explore yourself. सिर्फ आप फैकल्टी पे डिपेंडेंट हो के इतना सिलेबस है, हमने इतना ही करवाया है, मुझे नहीं आता, तो फिर इतना now the era is not like we have to stick to the syllabus. The era is something. See, actually, when you say I have worked in a company, multinational company, and from my experience, I'm telling you, from the day you stop engineering study, the point at which your engineering study stops, from there only your कॉर्पोरेट करियर स्टार्ट्स. मीन्स आपने जो भी पढ़ा है इंजीनियरिंग में वो डायरेक्टली कुछ भी काम में नहीं आएगा कंपनी में डायरेक्टली, ठीक है. लेकिन जो जहां पे आपने खत्म किया है ना, वहां से तो वहां शुरू होगा, लेकिन वो शुरू करने के लिए आपको ये बेस की जरूरत होगी. एंड दिस इज दीज 4 years आर द फाउंडेशन ओनली. शायद वो दिखे भी नहीं, ये हमारे बिल्डिंग का फाउंडेशन है. आपको सबको लगता है कि बिल्डिंग कितनी खूबसूरत है, ये है वो है, इतना अच्छा एलिवेशन है, कलर है, ठीक है, आर्किटेक्चर है, लेकिन वो कोई नहीं देखता कि ये इतनी खूबसूरत इसलिए हुई क्योंकि उसका बेस बहुत पावरफुल है. तो ये जो 4 साल है, ये जो सिलेबस है, ये जो टॉपिक्स है, यहाँ पे जो आप एटीट्यूड कल्टीवेट करते हो, जो आप हैबिट कल्टीवेट करते हो, प्रैक्टिस कल्टीवेट करते हो, हर 1 घंटा में अपने लिए अपने इंटरेस्ट का कुछ पढ़ूंगा, रिविजन करूंगा, ये सब हैबिट्स आप डालते हो, आप रेगुलर बनते हो, हर लेक्चर पे टाइम पे आते हो, हर अच्छा वर्क टाइम पे सबमिट करते हो, तो आप ये एक अच्छी हैबिट कल्टीवेट करते हो. ये आपका फाउंडेशन बनाता है. शायद किसी को दिखेगा भी नहीं, बट टू मेक यू अ गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग, टू मेक यू अ सक्सेसफुल इंजीनियर, these all are very very essential. ठीक है. So this is what the discussion regarding today's first. I hope a very best wishes for the entire semester. I will try my level best to make your all doubts clear, especially especially Java is concerned. I'll try my level best to give whatever you demand as far as Java is concerned. And I will try my level best to make the sessions more and more interactive. But see, the strength of your class is so much, right? So you have to be interactive with me. In session it would be a little bit difficult, but in lab session I will try to communicate with me in all the ways possible. Even though you are wrong, don't worry guys, we are here to learn, we are here to make mistakes. ये एक बात सच है, जितनी गलती करोगे उतना सीखोगे. ट्राई टू मेक मिस्टेक्स, क्योंकि मिस्टेक्स कब करोगे आप? जब आप ट्राई करोगे. तो ट्राई ही नहीं करेगा तो मिस्टेक्स नहीं करेगा, और जितना ट्राई करोगे उतना आपको यू विल बी मच मोर पॉलिश्ड एंड कॉन्फिडेंट एंड सक्सेसफुल. So that's so this is what my best and good wishes for all of you. I am very positive to be the part of your class. Let's see whether you are happy and satisfied with learning this particular subject with me or not. Okay, so is there anything from your side, guys? Is there anything I can help you out today regarding the tools and how to start and everything? We will be learning in lab. So batch wise I'll let you know how to proceed with particular things, but not this week, from next week, because I want to make you accustomed. Now I want to make you first aware and refresh about C language, and then we'll be starting. Okay, is there anything from your side, guys? Or should I take attendance? Even I'll take time for attendance also, because there are, I think, 81 students in the class. Unmute yourself when I tell your name. And guys, yes, one more thing. I'll take the attendance at any point of time. It is not necessary that in only last 10 minutes I will take the attendance. Sometimes I may take in between, sometimes in the last 10 minutes, sometimes in the first 10 minutes. At any point of time, I will take the attendance. You have to be present. Okay, so that is what the first rule for the attendance. Then don't tell me, yeah, sometimes I can understand the network connection and everything, technical things, but every time it will not be not a good practice. You have to be attentive entirely. Okay, please unmute yourself and say yes if you are present. Zaki Ahmed.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, and please correct me. Offline class is not yet decided. Al safe. I don't know how to spell your name, pronounce your name. Yes, Al safe. Okay. So still it is not told by us from the government. So as in when the government guideline will come, everything will be told to you. But right now everything is in the online mode only. Even your exams and everything is not yet fixed. When it will be conducted, how it will be conducted. Whatever is the updates from the government and the college, you will be notified in due course. Okay, Zaki Ahmed is present. Sachin,
Yes, ma'am.
Chinmay,
Present, ma'am.
please be quick, guys. Okay, Dhairya, Milan,
Present, ma'am.
Milan
Present,
Gadia.
ma'am.
Who is
Milan
present?
is
Dhairya is present.
Yes, ma'am.
Milan is
Okay.
also.
Yeah. Hitesh,
Yes, ma'am.
Hina,
Present, ma'am.
Chirag, Chirag Kakadia, Vensi,
Yes, ma'am.
Kamalraj.
Present, ma'am.
If you are having some connection issue, please say yes in the chat box.
Present, ma'am. Kamal Raj.
Okay. Astha,
Present, ma'am.
Shelvi.
Present, ma'am.
Please correct me, everyone, if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. Jai Kishan,
Present, ma'am.
Hiren,
Present, ma'am.
Naresh,
Present, ma'am.
Mohammed.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Mohammed Munaf or only Mohammed? Yatish,
Present, ma'am.
Mohibushan,
Present, ma'am.
Krish,
Present,
Rishi,
ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Khushal,
Present, ma'am.
Umang,
Present, ma'am.
Parth,
Present, ma'am.
Karthik. Parth
Present,
is
ma'am.
present.
Present, ma'am.
Present,
Karthik is,
ma'am.
yes, yes. Okay, okay. Deep,
Yes, ma'am.
Purvisha,
Present, ma'am.
Mihir,
Present, ma'am.
Nirali,
Present, ma'am.
okay, Sharad,
Present, ma'am.
Rahul,
Present, ma'am.
Shreya,
Present, ma'am.
Krishna,
Present, ma'am.
Milan,
Present, ma'am.
Sunil, Harsh,
Present, ma'am.
Yash.
Present, ma'am.
Harsh is present or Sunil is present?
Ma'am, Harsh is present.
Okay. Yash,
Present, ma'am.
Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Zenith,
Ma'am.
Varun,
Yes, ma'am.
Stuti,
Present, ma'am.
Akshay, Om, Harshil, Dev,
Present, ma'am.
Yash,
Present, ma'am.
Kinjal,
Yes, ma'am.
Jai,
Present, ma'am.
Manan.
Yes, ma'am.
Your enrollment numbers are something different. 2005, is it? ભાગ્યેશ.
મેમ એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર જ નથી આવ્યા પ્રેઝન્ટ.
ઓકે, તમારા એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર જ નથી આવ્યા. અચ્છા, તો આ ટેમ્પરરી લાગે છે. ફાઇન. ઓકે, ભાગ્યેશ ઇઝ પ્રેઝન્ટ આઈ થિંક.
યસ મેમ.
ઓકે. ભાર્ગવ.
Present, ma'am.
સાહિસ્તા.
Present, ma'am.
આર્યન.
Yes, ma'am.
અમિત.
પ્રેઝન્ટ મેમ.
રૂમા.
Present, ma'am.
ઓકે. બજરંગ.
યસ મેમ.
સોનુ. અમન.
Present, ma'am.
રાજીવ.
યસ મેમ.
અખિલેશ.
યસ મેમ.
Who is present, Rajiv or Akhilesh? Both?
Actually, yes ma'am.
Okay. Ankit?
Yeah, present ma'am.
Okay. Kashish?
Yes, ma'am.
Rahul? Rahul Kumar? Okay. Umang?
Present ma'am.
Manan?
Present ma'am.
Sonu? Yadav?
Present, ma'am.
Divyanshu?
Yes, ma'am.
Bhumika?
Yes, ma'am.
Chandan?
Yes, ma'am.
Gagan?
Present ma'am.
Vinay?
Present, ma'am.
Abhiraj? Shravan? Okay. Rinku?
Yes, ma'am.
Roshan?
Present ma'am.
Ashish?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Kumari Priyanka? Abhiraj is present. Okay. Priyanka absent. Vicky?
Present ma'am.
Manish? Alsaif?
Yes, ma'am.
He was there, I think. Yeah, he was there. Brajesh? Rohini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Sonu Kumar. Okay, Sonu Kumar is present. Alsaif is present, yes. So, Chirag, Vensi, Sunil, Akshay, Om, Harshil, Rajiv, Chandan, Priyanka, Manish, and Brajesh. These are absent students for today's.
Ma'am,
Okay,
Chandan
Vensi is present. Just a
Ma'am.
second. Vensi is present. Okay. Then who is present?
Chandan,
Priyanka.
ma'am.
Chandan. Okay.
Ma'am, Priyanka present.
Okay. Priyanka is present. Fine. Chandan is present. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, Akash.
Akash, તમારો નંબર?
18 series. 30.
18 series 30. એ તો કંઈ છે જ નહીં આમાં. 18 series 30, 30.
Yes ma'am.
આકાશ તો આવ્યું જ નથી, લિસ્ટમાં નામ જ નથી. રોલ એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર બોલો.
1811 6010 7030.
6070
30.
30. આકાશ.
Jani.
surname?
JYANI. Jani.
Okay. Rajiv is present. Okay, fine. So that's all for today, students. I wish you all the very best for the